Hello, welcome to my porch. It's about 12:30, give or take. Out here having coffee. It's a bit chilly out. Clear sky. It's not raining tonight, which is a plus. Out here smoking, having my coffee and cigarettes, as I always do. I'm always come out of the house and have my thing. Never smoke inside, no matter what weather. I'm out here at 2, 3 in the morning. I just had to get Dad up. He was having an issue, and I had to deal with that as a caregiver. That's what I have to do. Very stressful. And ever since moving into this new apartment, basically being bullied out of our old apartment into the new apartment from the apartment complex here. All the changes they've made in these places have made it nearly impossible to do anything. I couldn't put up the suction cup, grab bars, the spacing of the shower stalls, and the bathtubs were smaller, and all this stuff. The carpeting was gone, and these Fox wooden floors are kind of abrasive. You can't. It's not going to cut yourself doing that, rubbing your finger on it. But if you walked around barefoot, shuffling, not picking up your feet, but shuffling like old people do, in bare feet or with socks, it's going to abrade the bottom of your feet. And if you're wearing like wool socks, it'll wear within a couple of days. The whole big holes in the bottom. I don't mean a little bit. I mean the whole bottom of the will go away. So now we have to wear slippers all the time, or shoes. And the wooden floors, they're in the bathrooms too. Not tile. These abrasive floors. They run. The only place that has carpeting is in the bedrooms, and they're a thicker pile that won't hold the absorbent mats I need to put down. They start sliding all over the place, and the furniture moves because I have to get these stabilizers to stick under the throw rugs and mats that I need in here. I have to get sticky things to put under to hold them in place. I don't understand. I'm still upset that they made us move just so they could renovate. They said it was a structural thing they were going to do, but what they actually meant was cosmetic structure. They wanted to make all their apartments look like one style, same kind of layout, without carpets, without walls, dividing walls between the dining room and the living room. Open concept sucks, by the way. And a bunch of other little changes, smaller bathtubs, all this. Those are the changes they want to make. And also, in the bedroom, master bedroom, you get the master bedroom and the master bathroom and the closet and the right there. But they got a barn door, sliding barn door. I know some young people like that. People without any class like that. It looks like not functional, not useful. It's got a handle on one side and not on the other. So, and it makes no sense. And no door on the closet part. So your clothes will get waterlogged if you're not careful, because it's right there where the shower and all that is. So it's not going to be protected from that. But the main thing was I couldn't put up the grab bars, suction cup grab bars in the new stalls, the new bathrooms. Couldn't do that. They didn't have shower rails. Towel racks They had one in each bathroom, small one. No medicine cabinet, none of this, no functional things. They have the lease. They don't want you drying clothes inside the house or outside the house. Not that I want to dry clothes, but what do you do with your wet towels? Hang them over the stall, hang them over the shower rod. Makes no sense. But anyway, when we moved in here, caregiving became much harder for me and on the senior helpers that I had coming. And I lost a very good one because she could not handle it. Everything was reversed. The opposite side. I'm on the other side of the wall from my other apartment where we used to live. And it's a mirror image, different sized rooms, so, way, and smaller this and that. But she couldn't handle getting in the shower, trying to get my dad this way without grab bars when she used to do it with this arm and all this. And my dad fell in the shower. When she was trying to get him in. And the pads you put on the floor, the wooden floors in the bathrooms, would slide. And the carpeting you put down, the absorbent pads, they would slide. And even to this day, my dad still says, when we're going home, even though I tried to set it up exactly the way it was in the other apartment. But when someone has Alzheimer's and dementia, you make a change like this and reversed it. This actually caused him to decline. And I've lost caregivers. I've lost my own ability to do certain things easily and have to redo things different ways. Try to learn a new way of doing it. And hope Dad will come along for that ride. The funny part is the apartment complex has sent me out a letter saying, talk about smoking policies. You can't smoke in the house, in the apartment, and all this, but directed at us with our name on it. My dad and me on the lease. So that's not a notice given to the building, everybody, it's just to us, a letter to us, but written after our names like it's a notice to everybody. Dear residents, that kind of thing. But once they write something like that, addressed to you, directed to you, you have to reply in writing. You have to. You cannot talk over that, because that goes in a file. And the only thing that can counter a paper in a file is another piece of paper in a file. Verbal doesn't get filed. He said, she said, what am I, that kind of thing. You talk to somebody. I've talked to this leasing agent many times when they said, well, we've been smelling smoke in this building, smoking in the hallways and stuff. We can smell that. Or somebody has complained that they can. But now they're targeting us. And I've told them multiple times, it's not me. I'm out here. I can prove I've been out here. I've got witnesses and senior helpers that see me every day. And I got videos of me out on the porch with a tornado behind me. But they did this today, and it really upset me. And so I'm responding tomorrow in writing. And we'll have to see where it goes from there. Let them keep pushing. I kind of wonder if they've done this, because I've noticed they've moved a lot of people out to different apartments and paid for them to move so they can renovate it. Renovate their old place, even people who've only been there a few years. got displaced to a different apartment. I'm wondering if they did that with us so that they could get us to move over here so that we long-term residents, and I've seen some older people too, a lot of older people got moved, will lose some kind of long-term renter benefit by moving us into a newly renovated place. By the way, everything in my kitchen is older than the stuff I had in my other apartment. And it's just a patchwork. And they just wanted to make it look a certain way that looks no better than those house flipping shows. It's terrible. So I'm responding to them, but the thing about that is, in my other apartment, when we were there for 3 years, and no one complained in the building, ever, about a smoke smell in the hallways, or claimed to have seen me smoking in a hallway or something. It's only after we moved in here, after I made some complaints about it, I wasn't very happy with them basically forcing us to move. And this might be a retribution thing. I'm not sure. Maybe they've seen some of my videos and aren't happy about it. But I'm very honest about everything I talk about caregiving and about living life. And I'll name names and everything else. But the thing was, in the other apartment, I had pretty much almost given up smoking. I was down to maybe 2 cigars a day out of my porch. But since moving into the new place with all the stresses and anxieties and all this stuff, and now with them throwing this garbage at me about smoking and the smell in the building and all this other stuff, targeting us, I'm up to 15 of these a day. Isn't that funny? I think they might be trying to move to position older people out, or maybe I take somebody off that office. But I'm going to respond in writing tomorrow, and when it goes past that point, we'll see. I think it's funny that these enforcement kind of letters are coming out from a leasing agent and not from the management. And I realized something tonight. 13 years ago, when we moved from our townhouse apartment to the 2-bedroom apartment, I knew the manager. My dad knew the manager. We talked to the manager. They dealt with us all the time. But these last years, I don't even know who the manager is. Never met her. Don't know her name. Never interacted with her directly. I only got to ever interact with people at the front, which are the leasing agents. That's interesting, isn't it? And that tells you a big thing about why these apartment complexes owned by these big companies are becoming what the kind of places they are. They don't care that you've been there for 40 years like we have. They don't care. They're going to try to figure ways to get you to go. And if they don't get you to go, they're going to take every penny you got. Funny. Anyway, I'm out here smoking. And I'm going to continue to smoke outside, making videos of me outside smoking. Because if they push this issue, because they have no proof, they've come into my apartment, they've inspected it, they've walked through. No one's ever smelled smoke in my apartment. I got caregivers that are here every day. I got other residents who see me out here. They're probably sick of seeing me out here. I think I'm watching them, I'm waving at them all the time. at 2, 3 in the morning, 12 at night, 2 in the afternoon. Fun business. Anyway, I'm going to be here, and I'm going to fight them tooth and nail if they try to push anything on us. And I will fight them tooth and nail. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you again at another time.